Good evening. I'm Smiley Kylie Ray.
And I'm John Moxley.
And we are back with Channel 18.5 News. We are covering live the turn-of-the-century election between Democrat Vice President Al Gore and Republican Texas Governor George Bush.
Well, the polls are about to come in and it looks like a very split decision. What do you think will happen, Kylie Ray?
I'm not sure at this point, John, but I think I'm going to have to give it to Gore. I mean, his experience trumps George's experience multiple times over.
You know, for one, Smiley Kylie, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Al Gore's election of presidency would make a very smooth transition.
Well, now as a quick refresher, we have highlights from the first presidential debate we will present to you right now before the polls come in.
And with that, we will be right back with Channel 18.5 News. Good evening, everybody. We are here for our presidential debate. First, we have Vice President Al Gore. And next, we have Governor from Texas, George W. Bush.
Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening. Mr. Moderator, it's W. Bush.
Okay, Mr. Bush, please sit.
W. W.
Okay, well then, let's get into the questions. First, starting off with VP Al Gore. What do you think we should do in the Middle East?
Well, I think the violence needs to stop. Yeah, that needs to go down.
Well, I do also believe that we should relieve the tensions, but we need to look credible while doing so. And that starts with Chairman Arafat taking back his troops. But I do believe that we are great friends with the Israelis, and we will always be great friends with the Israelis. And I do know one thing: don't mess with Texas.
Okay, well, I don't think anyone messed with Texas, but sticking with Governor Bush, what do you think we should do as far as domestically when it goes by tax relief?
Mr. Moderator, I would like to answer this question first because I believe I have far more experience than Mr. Bush. You see, my idea for the tax relief plans, we're going to have this big lockbox, and all the money is going to go in there, and it's only going to be me, and the Secretary of the Treasury is going to know where it is, and only the two of us are going to have keys for it. We believe the money is going to go for Medicare and for rainy days, and only the two of us are going to know where the key is for this. We're going to be the only ones that have keys, and if you think you found this lockbox, you haven't. That's just the decoy one. Only me and the Treasurer are going to know where the lockbox is.
Well, as I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted, me and my staff have many strategies for tax cuts. But as I am not a man of specifics, I cannot get into that right now, so I'm going to have to pass on this question.
Excuse me, did you say pass?
Indeed, I did.
Okay, well then here is our last question, and we'll start with VP Gore, as he so likes to interrupt. Why do you feel like you would be the best fit for president?
I believe I would be a better president because Governor Bush over here doesn't even have a lockbox. I have a lockbox. Mr. Bush has 0 lockboxes. Also, I believe domestically, he would have no idea what to do with the environment, as his home city of Houston is one of the smoggiest cities in America.
Yeah.
Vice President Gore, are you speaking some kind of alien language? Sorry, back to the question. So I believe I'll be the best choice to bring back respect and honor to the White House after Bill Clinton and his administration have made the Oval Office look like a joke.
Governor Bush, you know you're a redneck jackass, right?
And you are an alien libtard.
What'd you just say about me?
You do know I'm from Texas, right?
Whoa. You're live.
Well, I thought that was only going to be the highlights, but it's whatever. The polls are in, and it looks like Al Gore will be the next president.
Well, it's confirmed. Al Gore is your next president. We'll end the newscast here. Good night, everybody.
Wait, hold on. It looks like Florida polls are just coming in. Bush is the new president.
Wow, this has never been seen before. But I guess Bush is your president. Good night, everybody.
Wait,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
now Al Gore is leading Florida. Al Gore is the new president.
Well, I guess we'll be on standby now for updates. But for now, good night, everybody.
Early the next morning.
Guys, wake up.
Well, Florida has had a recount and finally confirmed that George W. Bush will be our next president. Good night, everybody.
Wait, what the...
Hi, Kylie Ray here, reporting live from the state of Florida. Over the past several days, there have been disputes over the voting techniques in Florida, which will either cause Al Gore or George Bush to win the electoral votes in Florida. As of now, the election of 2000's votes are so narrow to the point where whoever wins Florida will win this election. Right now, the Florida State Supreme Court is ruling on whether or not to approve Al Gore's injunction to recount 4 counties in the state of Florida. The Florida State Supreme Court has now ruled to approve the recount in the 4 counties in Florida, which George Bush and his team of lawyers have now appealed to the United States Supreme Court, where we will be standing by with the results for that court ruling. Hi, Kylie Ray here, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where the United States Supreme Court has ruled in favor of George Bush, making him the next president of the United States.
That's all, folks.